This is Ellis with The Verge reviewing Everyme for iPhone, a new part Google+, part Path social network that tries to build circles in a way that no social network has ever done before. So when you first open the app, you can actually connect it to your entire address book, which is the upper bounds of everyone you're ever connected to using Everyme. So anyone in your address book is going to make it into your circles that you can share with, but no one else. It takes the people in your address book, cross-references them with Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn, spends 5 seconds doing some super intense number crunching, and comes out with circles like family, The Verge for the place that you work, University of Michigan, New York for people who've labeled that they live there in Facebook, Business Insider for my old coworkers, and even the auto-created sweetheart if you have anybody listed as your significant other on Facebook. So the point of Everyme is to be able to share with people in intimate circles just like on Google+. So you go to family, let's say, and you have a cover photo, kind of like on Facebook, and the app just really looks a lot like Path, which is a good and a bad thing. So you do compose at the top. You can tag it with a location, a picture, some text, and as soon as you hit share, it's actually going to be shared to everyone in my family via their email address, via the app if they have it, or if all else fails, via a text message. So that's one of the cool things about the app is that all of this information gets pushed out to people even if they don't have the app, and that's one of the real cool features here if you can get people to engage with you on it. So when people respond via the app, via email, or via text message, all of the comments get aggregated in one thread, which is actually pretty cool. So if you want to create a new circle to share with, you hit the plus sign, and let's call this one Disney. You hit next, and you can choose people that you want to put inside your circles. So the app hopes that it kind of got down your basic circles that you want to share things with on a day-to-day basis. But let's say I want to add Billy Disney to my circle. I just want to share with him. I want a private thread for all of our photos and text correspondence. So once I've checked them off, I hit cancel, and I'm going to hit create. So because I have his email address information, it's going to default to that. So if you see sharing with two people here, I tap sharing and it says Billy Disney, and then there's Billy's Verge email address. So I will say hi, share, and it's going to share it with Billy. So here's something that I'm glad this came up. It's called Magic Stories. So for any of your circles, you can turn this on or turn this off. And Magic Stories, what they are is it's kind of like a side note feature of the app. What it tries to do is look at Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter to see which things in your life might be important. So let's say a tweet of yours got retweeted 10 times, it might share it with this circle. Or if you made an announcement, got a new job posting on LinkedIn, or let's say change your relationship status on Facebook, it would populate your circle with that information. So it's cool, but it's also kind of scary because while you can choose which circles receive information from magic moments, magic stories, it's still kind of weird because it's kind of like you'd want to share this with these people anyway, but you can't always control what it deems is popular. So let's go back out to the settings. You can change the push notifications, which is good because you're going to be getting push notifications with this app. You can change your profile and add or remove email addresses and phone numbers. You can change your circle settings too. So let's say for Disney, I can change the name of it if I want it to populate with magic stories, if I want push notifications. And but let's say there's another scenario. Let's say my grandma doesn't have a email address and doesn't have the app. So what you can do is add a person manually. So you add it with their phone number, and let's put Graham, put the phone number, and you hit add. And now Grandma is going to be in a circle with you, and when you share something with Grandma, say hi, it's going to actually get pushed to her phone, which is interesting because if it's a picture, it'll get pushed to her phone as a link, and if it's text, it'll get pushed to her phone as a text message which she can reply to. And if she replies, let's see if we can get this working right now via Grandma. If she replies, it should pop right back up inside of the application. So Everyme is cool, but it's kind of a novelty concept. We kind of feel like it's more of a feature that could work within something like Facebook and Google+, because not a lot of people want to spend time picking which circles they want to share with, especially when it's only on their iPhone. So it's cool, it's a great concept, but we're just not sure this is the kind of thing we'd want to use every day, especially since it kind of turns, see, there's Everyme, hit read. So now, hi cutie from grandma inside of this thread, so I can love it, which is also kind of like how the emoticons work on paths. So definitely takes inspiration from that app. So on the whole, we're just not really sure what Everyme is. It's cool, but it just doesn't have a whole lot of utility because you don't want to spend that much time inside of the app making decisions about where you want to send data to. So let's say I post a picture here, it's not going to be going through to Facebook or Twitter or anything like that. A couple other issues with Everyme are, one, what type of situation are you in where you're only going to want to share with a small group of people that you couldn't just send them an email? Because really this is kind of like a glorified email chain. Like if you look at the Verge, I'm sharing with 5 people here. None of them have the app, and even if they did, it wouldn't be that much different than this. So it's a nice, like, flexible space where you can do this, and magic stories can populate information. But besides that, it's like if you use a nice email app like Sparrow, your email thread is going to be pretty good looking anyways, and it's going to have pictures in line, and it's going to look good. And so that's kind of a question of utility. Another problem is that the issue with something like Google Plus isn't in building circles, because building circles is easy, and Everyme assumes that that's the hardest part. Like, for example, the University of Michigan circle would surely be difficult to make in something like Google+, but in what type of situation am I going to want to share with all 240 people inside of my cell phone's address book that all have University of Michigan listed under their school they've attended? So right now, if I wanted to, I could easily send something, whether it's a picture or text, to all 240 people that I know from the University of Michigan, and it would pop up on their phone if I don't have their email, or it would pop up in their email. And the emails from Everyme are actually pretty nice looking, but it's just kind of something that I wouldn't really want to do very often. And the best feature here really is that it does a great job building these, but what's the real situation for using them? And small ones like family only take 5 minutes to make anyways on Google Plus or on Facebook.